How y'all doing? This Preacher Man R&B, and this is another Top 5 Saturdays. This Saturday I'm doing my top 5 favorite MMA fighters. My number 5 is Rashad Evans. The reason Rashad Evans is my number 5 is because I've liked Rashad Evans ever since he was on the Ultimate Fighter. He was the one I was rooting for the whole time when he was on there. And I've been watching him ever since. And soon as he won the Ultimate Fighter, not very long after that, he became the light heavyweight champion. Or the middleweight, one of them two. But I like how he fights, and I like his fighting style, and I like how he acts outside the ring. And right now he's coaching the Black Zillions team on the Ultimate Fighter. That's airing right now, and I just like Rashad Evans, and I liked how he fought. My number 4 is Rampage Jackson, and the reason I like Rampage is because he's kind of hot-headed, and he goes out full force, and he don't care who he's fighting. He's going to try to beat the living crap out of whoever he's fighting every time he's in the ring. And he got a temper too, because one season of the Ultimate Fighter, him and Rashad Evans was coaches, and they was supposed to fight at the end of it, and Rampage team wasn't doing so good. And one of the things I remember from that season is Rampage tearing down a door completely. He punched through the door, ripped it out of its hinges, and completely destroyed it. And that's why I like Rampage, is because he don't take no crap from nobody. And he's a good fighter. My number 3 is Ronda Rousey. The reason Ronda Rousey is my number 3 is because she's the first ever women's champion in the UFC, and I liked how she fights, and she's very good at it, and she ain't been beat yet. She's undefeated in the UFC, and I doubt she'll lose anytime soon. And I just like her personality, and I like how she acts, and I like how she fights. And she's a submission specialist. Her number 1 submission is the arm bar, and she gets you with that, it's done for you. Might as well tap her. You don't get your arm broken. My number 2 is Tito Ortiz. The reason Tito is my number 2, I've been liking Tito since I first ever started watching UFC. He was an underdog, and him and Chuck Liddell had a big rivalry, and everybody liked Chuck, and I like Tito. I just like how Tito acted. I liked his attitude. He didn't take no crap from nobody, and he didn't even take crap from Dana White. And I just like Tito's, even though he wasn't that good of a fighter, he's on up there with one of my favorite fighters, and that's how much I like Tito as a fighter and as a person. My number 1 is Jason David Frank. The reason I like Jason David Frank, I started liking Jason David Frank when he was in Power Rangers, but I liked him even more when he got into MMA. And even though he ain't made it to the UFC, he fights in the lower cards of MMA. He's a good fighter. He deserves to be in the UFC. That's how well of a fighter he is. He's the highest ranking master in Taekwondo that you could get. He's got the highest rank in Taekwondo. And that's how good Jason David Frank is, and why the UFC ain't signed him yet, I have no clue. I just hope they do and wise up and do, because he's a good fighter and he'll do good. What are y'all's thoughts? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, good, Jesus awesome. See y'all next time.